Hello, welcome to part 2 of my video how to build your own smart TV box from an old Android tablet. In this video I want to show you the final product of my previous video and make use of the do-it-yourself smart TV box that I somewhat made myself. You can watch the complete process in the previous video on this channel if you haven't already. The link is in the description of this video. The first thing I do is I will connect this do-it-yourself smart TV box. So I connect the OTG cable to connect the USB mouse, then I connect the HDMI cable that is already connected to the TV, and of course I plug in the power adapter. I press the power button and as you can see the device powers up. You will notice that it displays the message "Connect your charger." From the time I shot this video to the time editing and publishing it, I did not get the time to disassemble the device and try to determine if that message is shown because of low voltage or is it something else. Because the downside of this message could be if the system activates CPU throttling when the battery level drops below, let's say 20%. This could limit the maximum performance because the system thinks the battery is low and tries to preserve energy by throttling down CPU performance, graphics performance, Wi-Fi speed, etc. This is usually not the case in tablets, but mostly smartphones. But also this depends on the manufacturer. Okay, let's see how much battery we still have. 80%. I will now brighten the picture. Now let me show you what I intend to use to manage this device. More precisely what I want to try to use. It's this mini Bluetooth joystick and this old Bluetooth keyboard from an old iPhone 4 and 4S. If it turns out to be practical, I will come up with something to make it aesthetically acceptable. If it does not, a USB or Bluetooth mouse remains the way to go. Let's turn on Bluetooth on the device first. And the first thing we see is that someone in the neighborhood has an Eon Smart TV box. My mini Bluetooth gamepad appeared in the list and it's called this weird name, Mocute something something. I click on connect and that's it. And here comes my Bluetooth keyboard. I click on scan for new devices and here's my keyboard. I click to connect and then type the authentication code on the keyboard. Okay, moving using the arrow keys through the menu works, as well as the mini gamepad. Oops, I clicked back. I have to point out this gamepad I have never used as a gamepad, but it only served me as a remote shutter when I take pictures with my smartphone. And right here at the beginning, it is now very clear that this gamepad is practical for anything else than to be a remote shutter, at least with the smart TV box. So I have now activated Wi-Fi with the mouse because none of the buttons on the gamepad were useful to select or activate Wi-Fi. But now it seems like I figured out how to move through the menu, but going further into some settings seems impossible. But still somehow I succeeded now and don't know how. Okay, with the Bluetooth keyboard I succeeded and here I'm connecting to Wi-Fi. But it won't connect because the MAC address filtering on my Wi-Fi router is activated, which means I have to first authorize this Wi-Fi device to connect, and that's what I did. In the settings I go to add account and choose to add a Google account, and now I log in with an existing Google account, and as you can see the Bluetooth keyboard is doing some crazy things. Select OK and confirm. And of course it crashed, but you still see under accounts that it added the Google account. Now I set the time. Actually, I just select the 24-hour format. Now I adjust the display settings on the TV. I start the Play Store. I accept everything it asks me. And I didn't succeed with this Bluetooth keyboard and joystick, but I had to use the mouse instead. Let's try to install Netflix. And as you can see, it cannot be installed on the tablet. An error occurs that the device is not compatible with the specified application. The solution is to manually download an older version of the application which works on this type of devices and install it manually. Start installation, accept the terms, and of course the device crashes. After the device restarts, I navigate to the downloads folder and restart the installation. I click next and confirm the terms. The application was successfully installed. Since I'm already installing apps, let's install the Eon app. I look for it in the App Store, I click install, accept the terms. Along the way, I also install the Remote Desktop app so I can RDP into servers and other computers and use it as a thin client. I also create a shortcut for Netflix and also the shortcut to the Remote Desktop. Disappointed with the Bluetooth keyboard and joystick, I spent some time looking for some remote control tool to control it using my smartphone. But none were satisfying, at least none of the free ones. Conclusion at the end: streaming movies from a local storage via Wi-Fi works great with BS Player. YouTube works even better. Aeon works okay. It's a bit of unusual graphic interface. And of course Netflix. Netflix like Netflix works superbly. Is it worth it? It is worth every cent. My only expense was the buck converter. The rest I had everything laying around, and it was definitely for the trash. All in all, it is executing its duty very well, and that is, it plays video content. Meanwhile, I bought this cheap used remote control with touchpad and keyboard for $5. I had to put in a new BL5C Nokia battery, and it works like a charm. I can use the mouse pointer with a touchpad or use the keys on the keyboard. I only had to connect this USB receiver instead of the USB mouse to my smart TV box. Now everything is perfect. Netflix and chill. And that's it. I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If not, then don't. If you have questions, ask in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that little bell too to be notified when there is a new video on the channel. Happic is also present on other social networks. Links in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Until the next video.